as I'm sure most people are aware, since the mid-40s, they've been pumping fluoride into our drinking water with the effort to increase dental health in the United States. They've called it the most effective public health campaign ever rolled out. They said it skyrocketed our tooth strength, reduced cavities, and they've been saying, this is the best thing that anyone has ever done for public health.
My mom says it's to calcify your pineal gland, but go ahead.
All right, by the way, that sounds way more
now she gets the last laugh.
Oh, yeah. Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying. My mom was right about something.
Yeah. Put another quarter in the Rob's mom was right jar, because
Hot streak.
On Wednesday, the Department of Health and Human Services National Toxicology Program concluded that consumption of more than 1.5 milligrams of fluoride per liter can lead to lower IQs in children.
Dude.
This was a study where they reviewed epidemiology reports from, let's see, I have a list here. Canada, China, India, Iran, Pakistan, and Mexico. Because these are all places that abide by the WHO's limit of 1.5 milligrams per liter. The U.S. is 0.7 milligrams per liter. That's the recommendation we're on. A very small percentage of the population has 1.5.
Wait, so that's the limit or the minimal that they could do?
The limit, like the upper limit of where they say, anything beyond this, it's not healthy anymore, and there's health complications. But there have not been any studies done into the long-term effects of what mass fluoride consumption can have. To quote from the report, since 1945, the use of fluoride has been a successful public health initiative for reducing dental cavities and improving general oral health of adults and children. There is a concern, however, that some pregnant women and children may be getting more fluoride than they need because they now get fluoride from many sources, including treated public water, water-added foods and beverages, teas, toothpaste, floss, and mouthwash, and the combined total intake of fluoride may exceed safe amounts. So the report does not quantify how many IQ points it's possible, but it's between 2 and 5 in the children they surveyed.
That's still not but I know a guy in Los Angeles, like we this is when I was drinking and acting like a maniac. Bro, I'd go over and be like, let's say 10 o'clock, we want to go eat something, probably keep drinking because that's how we were. He would be drinking glasses out of the sink in California. It's all foamy, and I'm like, and by the way, I'm not even trying to be funny. He would down like 3-4 of them like this. He's losing his mind, and I'm not even being like he's getting dumber, and I think that's one of the main reasons of it. I'm dead serious.
The population as a whole, I mean, people are weirdly dumber now these days.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
and Brandon, and if you're
jarring.
drinking out of your sink, if you're making tea from over there, if you're using just water and, dude, brushing your teeth, that's why I use Tom's. I use mouthwash that has no fluoride. It's like you can avoid it, but if it's in the water, that means the government actively drops fluoride inside in every state's reservoir
water supply.
Jeez.
And this is where it kind of makes sense of okay, fluoride strengthens your teeth when you have access to it.
Yeah.
Makes sense for it to be in toothpaste. The idea of putting it in water so that every person gets it kind of makes sense in theory, I guess, of okay, we want the public to have healthier teeth, cavities and all these things are a huge problem. We're just going to put it in the water. But when you begin pumping chemicals into the water to address health, regardless of whether people want it or not, you cross into some gray territory. I'd like to go back to this article from the Associated Press.
AP?
From 2022. Town employee lowered fluoride in water for years. This was published October 8th, 2022. Richmond, Vermont. There was a water employee who was in charge of putting fluoride into the water.
Okay.
And for 4 years, it was discovered he had been doing it less than.
So he's a true American.
Yes.
Like the smartest town in America.
Because he wasn't drinking the water.
Listen to how the Associated Press covered this. Residents of a small community in Vermont were blindsided last month by news that one of their officials in the water department quietly lowered fluoride levels nearly 4 years ago, giving rise to worries about their children's dental health and transparent government, and highlighting the enduring misinformation about water fluoridation.
Like what?
They pitched it back then as this guy's a conspiracy theorist and he's harming public dental health, and they quote a local mother whose children had cavities where she's saying, he took away our ability to have informed consent.
Oh my God. Yeah, so did the government in 1945. Did we have a vote on whether or not we want fluoride in the water?
Did anybody ask?
King.
Yeah. Preach, King. No, he's right.
We need water to exist, and they put fluoride in water without telling us. Who knew about that? I bet people didn't know for decades.
Yeah, it's brush your damn teeth, bro. Why I don't need to drink it.
But they can put it in a thing like mouthwash.
No, we didn't vote. Yeah, no, yeah, but we didn't vote on it. He's right. But here's my question: did they find out in those 4 years? Did the GPA of the children go up? Did they get smarter?
There were no studies done
off
on
the
it.
charts SAT scores.
Think about it. The active effort to make sure that nobody knows if there's a problem or not, because they say this is a successful health campaign. It's the way it should be. Wow. Nobody has the option to opt out of it. Wow. But now think about every product that's hit the market since 1945 that contains fluoride now. Like they said, toothpaste, beverages, dental floss, mouthwash, everything that goes into your mouth has some degree of fluoride in it now.
Yeah.
And
I just love a funny joke.
Well,
and that means that you now no longer have the option of getting out of fluoride, but you're also consuming way more of it because of all the other stuff they've put it in.
Of course.
So if it's making people dumber, which it seems like it very might be, what do we even do about it at this point? It's a generational problem.
Bro, here's my one thing. Don't drink anything from the tap. Don't, bro.
Yeah, but that's so easy to say. But then think about, I mean, can your skin absorb fluoride? I know that's a weird thing
I have a filter on my shower.
You do?
Bro, Rob.
Do they have fluoride? Because I have a guy that's putting in a saltwater filter for my home, but I don't know if that removes fluoride. He told me it makes my water feel softer. And apparently my wife loved that idea so much that we're expending a lot of money on it. So we're going to have softer water, but I don't know if it's less fluoride water.
Yeah, well, the one that I have that you buy on Amazon, I forget, it starts with the A Aqua or whatever. Dude, it's like a 15 level filtration. When I first showered, you know, the first week you move into the place, you're just getting there. They're setting up all the, internet and everything. I showered with the regular thing. My skin felt like it was ripped, like itchy and tight. And the moment I put that in, it was fixed.
Oh, the water here's terrible.
So the water's horrible. What do you mean? When you flush the toilet here, it's yellow.
Yeah.
The first 2 months, I even told Kelly I'd flush and leave, and I'd be like,
Same thing happened to
yeah,
me.
I'm like, yo, did I not?
Criminal here.
Because you know
what a psychopath.
They put tannins in the water, which I have no idea what that means.
The tannins have to mellow like a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
You just open the toilet and let it sit for a while.
It's
so
it's Florida. Why is the Florida toilet water yellow, and even the tap water? Remember, I found out that our filtered water system thing was, I had a cup, I filled it up with cold water to drink, and I went, wait a minute.
Wow.
What?
Yellow toilet water in Florida could be caused by hard water, tannins, or manganese.
What the hell is that?
Hard water. Water becomes hard when it passes through limestone formations and collects calcium and magnesium minerals. These minerals can leave stains in toilets, sinks, and showers over time, and the stains can be yellow, brown, red, or orange. Ugh.
Dude, oh my God. Go ahead.
It's over. We're starting a campaign. Make water H2O again.
But
let's get the hat.
Here's the other problem. It's just like the anti-seed oil stuff.
Yes.
Nobody wants to eat food cooked in seed oils. Everything you know about, the oils made from, or that they used to fry food. Mm-hmm. The obesity epidemic started ticking up the same year they switched off of cooking everything in beef tallow to canola oil. Mm-hmm. But try to get off seed oils now.
Yeah.
Try to find any food product that does not contain some sort of seed oil extract. It's impossible.
It's everywhere.
You can't do it.
Yep.
You're the food you eat. If you eat meat, it's fed on things that were cooked with seed oils.
Of course.
And all this shit happened after World War II, too, when this New World Order initiative took over, too. Because, why was it in 1945? Because that's when the whole, WHO and New World Order and UN thing started. Mm-hmm. So everything went to shit after that.
Everything went to Cacaville. By the way, and here's my thing. If it's coming out of a pipe, a tube, underground that you can't see, what would make you think that it's smart to drink that? Like, are you freaking crazy, bro? Everything has to be filtered. Dude, my refrigerator has a filter. My shower has a filter. Everything has a filter, bro.
Except you.
Yeah, I'm not filtered.
Unfiltered.
Damn right. And moving on to the next story. Thank you so much, Connor.
By the way, 5 minutes until RFK's
Oh, is it 5 minutes?
Right.
We're going to cut to RFK's announcement live in 5 minutes. So if you're tuning in, you can join us
So
to
why
watch
don't we?
history in the making.
So why don't we wait, Rob? Can we talk
Okay.
about what's going to happen?
Get some predictions or
Kelly,
something.
we'll save that, babe, and we'll just. What's up? We're good, babe. All right, perfect. So they'll go live, guys. Once it happened, they'll put us out in the corner. But
Oh, they've pushed it back. Now it's 2:30 p.m. Eastern time.
2:30 p.m.
It says RFK Jr. address to the nation. But Kelly, I sent you the link. If we could just pull it up and have it just on standby. I texted it. But if we can pull it up just in case and have it ready, so that way when they do go live to it, we'll be ready.
They have the link.
But we've got plenty to talk about in the interim.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, well, yeah.
So is he getting cold feet?
No, I mean,
So actually, I saw something right before we went live that was very interesting. Because this morning he filed to drop out of the Arizona presidential race. Like, he removed himself from the ballot. Apparently, campaign sources are saying they're still undecided if he's actually endorsing Trump or if he's just dropping out. apparently they're saying his wife, Cheryl Hines, is telling him, no, just drop out and pull out of the swing states, but don't endorse. Where his campaign advisors are telling him, no, endorse and be like fully on board with the Trump campaign. So according to rumors I was seeing, they're still very undecided about what they're supposed to do in half an hour.
You know what I liked about Trump is that Melania was never involved.
Yeah.
Remember it was all about Jill Biden during the should Biden drop out or stay in following the debate, and now you're hearing that this could possibly be a rift in the campaign again with a spouse involved in the campaign and the future decisions.
I love that you just pointed that out.
Yep.
You remember when presidents were the president and the wife was just the wife? She was a first lady, like Betty Ford, all those, like, just go get drunk, Betty.
Stay in the garden.
No, I mean, Barbara Bush, by the way, when all of a sudden you're like, Michelle is out in the public more than he is.
Well,
She's-
Hillary? So who did
Hillary-
it actually start with? Was Hillary the inception, or were there more active? I mean, if you go back there, who was the
Maybe even
president that
Nancy
had the
Reagan.
stroke that had...
Woodrow Wilson,
Woodrow
that piece
Wilson,
of shit.
But okay. Go on, I'm sorry. Repeat that again?
I said Woodrow Wilson, that piece of shit who sold America to the Rothschilds.
Sold
Worst
America
guy.
out.
Worst guy.
Yeah, he's the devil.
But okay, but
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that another day.
That was privately because she
Yeah.
was trying to run his administration at that point behind the scenes. But I don't remember. I guess it would be Hillary.
No,
I don't
Eleanor
remember.
Roosevelt was a disaster too.
But were they involved?
Yeah.
in this
Eleanor was. She had a lot of opinions, which
behind the scenes or
yeah,
publicly?
no, publicly super socialist.
And Rob, you nailed it with Jill Biden. Let me explain something to you. I know, like, bro, I feel it. And again, I'm going to go with my gut feeling. She was one of the main ones that was like, no, you're not dropping. You're not going to. No. I want to be. She's taking photos on Air Force One behind the desk. She wants that limelight because without this presidency, nobody's going to talk about Jill. Nobody will ever call her doctor. Dude, I don't care if I'm dying and they're like, who is that? Is that Jill? You think I'm calling her doctor?
Well, if she's a doctor, she's a bad one because she can't even diagnose her own husband.
Rob,
What is it?
she's a
Cognitive decline.
she's a doctor of education.
Yeah, it's that's
nobody's gonna go like this. Oh my
So
God!
was Dr. Seuss. Like, and he wrote 1 foot, 2 foot, yellow foot, blue foot. So
freaking
it's
funny.
that stupid PhD thing.
Amanda, what do you think?
No, I this has been going on for years.
Yeah.
Carter, his wife, was very opinionated.
Reagan with the war on
Reagan
drugs.
With the war on drugs was very opinionated. Who else? Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, but Nancy wasn't,
Dolly
like-
Madison was also, and that's way back.
Is that sexist to be like,
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
think the wife of the president should have input with the I mean, I'm not asking you.
Oh,
Kelly,
Rob,
You're looking at me.
That's a
Rob.
question in Kelly's direction. Kelly, do you believe it's sexist for us to sit here and criticize women having an influence on their husbands who are the president of the United States and their policies?
No. Could they hear you, Kelly? Could,
Yeah, they can hear.
oh, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and
Preach.
I know, but by the way, preach, queen. Great attitude.
Go
Yes.
on, queen.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like Rob, for instance, if you're a roofer and you're on a roof, no, right, Kelly? If well,
Apparently, I need to say it again because our audio was not.
All right, go
connected
ahead. Say it
properly.
again.
So, basically, what I said was that women are influences on their husband. Now, whether they use that power for good or bad is another story. But we are a supporting role. We are led by them, and so yes, we are a part of who they are.
To your point, Vinny,
I endorse
you're
that
right.
message.
You're right, Vinny, because if a roofer's like, well, listen, I don't want to get up here, but my wife has no experience. If she's going to go up, I'm going to go, no, I want my money back. It'd be like if you're like, hey, listen, I love doing stand-up, but tonight my wife's going to headline. Now,
Yeah.
she's never told a joke before.
No.
And she's horribly unfunny,
Yeah.
but enjoy the next 45 minutes of torture.
yeah, and
You
and
can't do that as a
no,
comedian.
you can't. It's like, bro, go ahead.
Well, you're being funny about it, but this is the core of the problem. We have a bunch of people that are not elected
Yes.
making decisions. I don't care if it's the wife of the president, the friend, the guy that gives it $1 billion.
I don't care if it's a lobbyist.
The crackhead son of the president who's
crackhead son of the
moving bags
president.
of drugs
Like, we
everywhere.
go
Hey,
to
he's
the
in
vote.
recovery.
We elect people to make decisions because we like the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who the wife is.
Yeah, I
Or
actually don't.
husband.
And Kelly's right. Support him, be there for him. He has one of the hardest jobs in the world. But yo, I don't want you involved. I don't want you making decisions.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, guys, it's obvious. Husbands talk to their wife. Rob, when you make major decisions in your life, I'm pretty sure your wife is the first person that you talk to. Correct?
Yeah. I mean, no. Okay, when it comes to I had this conversation with somebody about a friend of mine that lost her job and the route that they went losing it. And the way that he found out he was losing his job was through his father-in-law, who was best friends with his boss. His father-in-law told his daughter, who was married to my best friend, and my best friend found out from his wife.
Wow.
That is not the way that should go down. You, as the man of the household, you protect your family and you don't instill panic. And it really bothered me that they went and subverted that route. So as a husband, as a man, as a provider, while I value my wife's input on major life decisions, I make that decision for our family.
Yes.
And then I go and consult with her before I make it final.
Yeah.
But I don't go to them with, and I never go to her with, well, I'm thinking about I may lose my job, or I'm thinking about it. Like, I am the provider. My job is to make sure that woman feels secure at all times and that our children do. So I'll consult after a decision has already been made. And I'm pretty sure every guy that's in a serious relationship, the two of you who are also married, probably handle things in the similar manner.
Well, to take it a level deeper, Rob, think about it this way. The first ladies, Humberto just listed a whole lot of them. Nancy Reagan, Laura Bush, like all these first ladies, they've all been very public and very involved, but it's all social programs.
Thank you.
Even Michelle Obama was very politically active, but it was like her big thing was like the school lunch
kids
campaign.
eating healthier.
Like they've always, and that's been the role. It's a social thing of the first lady gets her
Have some
her
parties
issue,
in the White
War
House.
on
she stands
drugs,
up, and
drinking,
they push for one thing.
Yeah, how'd that war on drugs?
In the same
We'll
same
talk
way,
about that later.
Well, yeah, drugs.
my
one.
wife, who is my best friend and my partner in everything we do, but I lead the household. But the thing I let her plan, unquestionably, social activities. Where she plans out our calendar,
Yeah.
and then tells me day to day, like, I'll be up, I'll be making breakfast, I'm getting ready for work, and she's like, oh, by the way, our friends are coming over for dinner. It's like, when did you plan that? A month ago. Okay, great.
No, yeah, you already know.
And every time I have to muster up the courage to ask her for the 20th time what we're doing this coming Thursday,
Yeah.
because she told me and I've forgotten,
Yeah,
because that's not my thing to worry about.
But I've never seen her do. Come here to work with you.
Exactly.
Like, you should write that. No, change that, Connor. Don't talk about the unusuals. It's like, listen, stay in your lane. Do your role. I'll be damned, bro. If I was a president, you think my wife, I think it's like something cute for ourselves. She'd be sitting behind the desk, but you're not taking photos and putting it out there.
You can sit in the chair for a photo op, and then you got to
Hey,
get back to
but wait for your book deal, lady.
Yeah, what are you talking? Yeah, and by the way, especially if I was in Joe Biden's shape, like I'd be like, yo, there's enough rumors that I am completely gone. I don't even know who you are half the time. Doctor, apparently you're a doctor, Jill. Don't you dare sit in there. And then, bro, her sinner, do you know what that means? She's the one telling him what to do. And that's not how it works.
And think about one of the biggest responsibilities for a first lady every year. White House Christmas decorations.
That's it.
Easter egg roll.
Oh, by the way, Melania,
That's
#1,
perfect,
best,
classy.
perfect, best Christmas decoration.
Barely speaks.
Yep.
She's chilling at the house.
There's a strong case to be
Beautiful.
made.
Perfect woman.
She does not actually care whether Donald Trump wins this election. for the amount of involvement she has, like, when was the last time you even saw them do stuff?
No, I
together?
love her, bro. She's
just kind of there.
She knows exactly what she's supposed to. By the way,
actually
elegant,
met her, right?
beautiful. Did we meet her? I don't think so.
Growing up as a child, I grew up in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Trump had his name on every casino in Atlantic City. And at one point, when he was dating Melania, prior to them getting married, at the Trump Marina, and I'm sure you could find this online somewhere, there was a banner that, Vinny, I'm not kidding, that building must have been 40 stories tall.
Yeah.
It was a banner that was 40 stories tall of Melania.
Oh, my God.
It was, and as an impressionable 13-year-old boy, you're like, whoa, look at that. So every time, my dad would have it, he worked off the island that I lived on, and we'd have to go by that when he'd go to work. My dad's like, why do you always want to go to work? And why do you always want to go and drive with me? I'm like, Melania.
Well, that's so
She was
funny.
and she, to this day, she is still very, very attractive.
No, she's
But
gorgeous.
Joe Biden,
Busted.
the demon and evil. Okay, maybe. I find her attractive in a way.
Really?
I do. There's
Have
a
you
weird,
seen
like,
her up
older,
close with lighting?
hot lady.
She's got the kind of vibe that says, "Hey, I used to be a babysitter that you left your wife for."
No.
Yeah, okay, yes,
No.
but I also got kind of turned on by Laura Bush.
You know
so
what?
maybe
No.
it's like
Well,
a
really?
weird, yeah.
Wow.
What the hell's wrong with
Learning a
her?
lot.
Not Barbara Bush.
That's like guilt.
There's a huge difference
No,
between Barbara.
now Barbara with her white hair. Now that was hot to me.
So you're into the gilf
Yeah,
category.
Rob's
Yeah,
just up here chubbing it up to the list of first ladies
yeah.
of
Well, that's
history.
what I'm thinking about. I'm like, which ones are attractive? I'm not a big fan of Michelle.
What are your thoughts on Martha Washington?
Fake wooden teeth? No, that was her husband, right?
Rob is like, you know who I thought it was really
You know
hot?
what? He
Mrs.
could've-
Doubtfire.
You know what? Abraham Lincoln could have used fluoride. His teeth were.
that was
not made
also
out of wood.
George.
What's up, everybody? Vincent O'Shaughnessy here. If you want to see me and the entire Valuetainment crew, we will be at the Vault Conference September 4th through the 7th at the Palm Beach Convention Center, hosted by none other than Patrick Bet-David and featuring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Guys, this is the place to be. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to level up, do not miss this opportunity. This is the best place to network. If you want tickets, go to thevaultconference.com. Do not waste time. This thing is going to sell out, and I will see you guys there. Peace and love. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.